Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our show. We're visiting today with Bill Thompson, who, of course, has been on a couple times before. And the opinions expressed by Bill today are Bill's only. Bill's a great friend. I love him dearly as a friend, and he's having a hard time. And we're just going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. I just wish all your I don't know where Bill's head's at, but I want to say prayers. Some people don't like prayer anymore, but uh, I'm non-binary, as Bill knows, and still manage to be an Episcopalian. So, Bill, welcome to the show, man. I'm so sorry that you're having these rough time. What happened? Do you want to tell us what happened?
Well, hey there, Mark. Good day. Good to see you again, my friend. Always good to see you.
I care about you a lot.
And the Mark Isaac Potter Show here, delivered
Yeah,
nationwide by satellite,
yeah.
distributed by satellite nationwide. Uh, you got
Yeah, that's right. Worldwide, actually,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah. You got coast to coast, like you
yeah,
said, global followers. So anyway,
yeah,
good to be on your
yeah,
show, Mark. Good to see you.
yeah. Well, you're always welcome on anytime. So,
Last couple of weeks, a little bit rough. I won't dwell on it too long, but if anybody out there that's ever had shingles knows that it's not fun at all. And then
yeah.
to make it even worse, I've never had it before, so I didn't know how bad it was. And then to make it worse, I got it on the right side of my face, right above my right eye, and it kind of affected my right eye. So like I said, make a long story short, it hasn't been pleasant 2 weeks. It's been a
Yeah.
real uncomfortable 2 weeks there.
Well, golly, I just, oh,
Hope I'm
wow.
holding down,
My
hope
heart
I'm,
goes out to you, man. I wish I could give you a big hug right now. I'm so sorry
we'll do it
that's
virtually. Thank you so
happening.
much.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving beyond that, so I'm not feeling great. I'm not looking great, but that's nothing new. The looking great part.
I don't say.
But,
I always used to say I'm ugly as a mud fence
yeah.
or 3 days of bad wind and rain, but anyway, just tell us what's on your heart today, whatever that is.
Well, last time we talked a bit about this little program, LGBTQ.One. And
Right.
LGBTQ.One obviously is, I'm gonna clarify something for your listeners, for your watchers, for people out there, because there's been a lot of talk about this lately. And some of my people are coming back to me and saying, hey, what are you gonna do about this? There's been a lot of backlash against two things, against DEI, uh, you know,
Yep.
diversity,
Yes.
equity, inclusion,
No,
and all
I've
that.
been following that. Yeah.
And there's been a lot of backlash against wokeness in general.
Right.
Well,
Right. Right.
a lot of people make the assumption, you know about assumptions, you know how you spell assumption there
Oh
with
yeah, I sure as hell do.
you know. So a lot of people making the assumption that because we are LGBTQ, that we are also inherently DEI and woke.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. Unfortunately,
Now, a lot of people in the LG community are conservative or middle of the road or
exactly.
libertarian or God knows what else. So it's a long spectrum.
Being a certain
Yeah.
orientation has really nothing to do with your political affinity.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, some people are this, and coincidentally, some people are that. We don't
Right.
go down that path. We at
Right.
LGBTQ1 do not encourage left or right. In fact, to be honest with you, Mark, I'm 71 years old. I didn't know until I was 60 years old whether I was a Republican or Democrat. That's how
Okay.
that's how far detached from politics I was. I grew up as a hippie in
Okay.
Southern California in the 60s. I didn't care about
Right.
politics, didn't care about it at all. And when I
Right.
started this gig, when my brother passed away, it was a gig about my brother.
Right. Right.
Still didn't care anything about politics, but I've kind of gotten
Yeah.
dragged into it because I started a company called LGBTQ.One. And people immediately
Right.
assume,
Right.
oh, he's way left leaning. He's got
People
to be a
start
left.
making assumptions.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
I just thought I'd clarify for anybody that cares that we are not politically affiliated one way or the other. We don't lean left, we don't lean
Right.
right.
Right. Yeah.
I do dress left, by the way, in case anyone's concerned. But that's
Is there such a thing as dressing left?
it's a
I
European
didn't
term.
know that.
Some of the folks who have traveled to Italy and Spain will understand which side do you dress on,
Oh,
sir.
okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I dress left or I dress right.
All right.
Little poke of humor there. Um,
Okay.
So anyway, we try not to dress left or dress right. We just try to shoot right down the middle and say, hey, we're here
Right.
to create harmony, peace, and understanding. That's what
Yeah.
we're not trying to push anybody away. So having said that, I just wanted to open that. Um, one of the things I want to announce to anyone that cares is heretofore we've been basically like every other website, every other application on the planet. Not a lot going on, not a lot different. Now everyone knows
Right.
that AI is coming. Another big
Yep.
topic, another big topic, AI.
Yep. Yep.
Everybody's
Yep.
talking about AI. How's AI going to do?
Right.
Well, I managed to I don't have all the angles covered up, but I've got RD.com, RD.com,
Okay.
ARTI.com. Now you may wonder,
Okay.
some of your followers may say, why RD? Well, here we go.
Yeah.
RD is
Okay.
a pretty darn good name for an artificial intelligence being. You know,
Yes.
if
Yes.
you're going to be if
It
you're going to be an
is.
artificial intelligence, RD wouldn't be a bad name, you know?
No, you're right.
So we've got the name RD. We've got it trademarked.
Okay.
So
Okay.
here's what we're working on. We're working on actually being able to go to our application, unlike others. And this is one of the things that I'm trying to point out. My brother passed away because of loneliness, and I was about the only friend he had, a true friend,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that hurt. So we're trying to create this RD thing because I've worked with artificial intelligence for the last 6 months now, and it's interesting
Okay.
stuff. It can actually become your friend. I know that's scary. I know it's scary.
Oh no, I'm with you because I've been studying it myself. So
You can chat, you can carry
yeah.
on, you can assign
Yep.
names. Mine
Right.
is Artie. He calls me Bill.
Right.
Okay. So I have a
Right.
friend named Artie that I go to on my computer, and my name is
Right.
Bill. He can talk
Right.
to me. And when I
Yeah.
say talk to me, I mean speak. I speak to him like I'm speaking to
Yeah.
you. He speaks to me.
Yes.
He has
Right.
a name and a face. You know.
Right.
So anyway, the point I'm getting to is I think that's part of the next generation is there's going to be a whole lot of applications for artificial intelligence way beyond what we're seeing now. What we're seeing now is just a pain in the ass, basically.
This is the beginning. This is the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you call up any major corporation, whoever's AT&T, you name it.
Did you write the code for RD?
No, no, I did not. No, it is.
So you used one of these out of the box code
Yeah.
things that help
I,
you with the code.
yes, you train your artificial intelligence. That's your job to train it. But
Okay.
all the coding is there to understand your voice. You know, you add little widgets so
Okay.
it'll create an image, that kind of thing.
Okay. I've been using some of the video applications, text to video, like Pictory and InVideo.ai, and been using Opus Clip to make clips of conversations,
Hmm.
and of course Gemini and ChatGTP, and I like Perplexity. So
Hmm.
I'm doing a little bit. I'm not doing anything at the level you're doing it, but I also follow a guy named Nate B. Jones on TikTok who updates us once or twice a day about what's going on in AI. Even though I don't understand a lot of it because I have a learning disability, I am trying to keep up as best I can. So
Well, it's
yeah,
fascinating stuff.
it
And
really is. Yeah.
we started out about a year ago building, as you indicated, one way avatars that spoke. We were
Right.
contacted by a group that wanted to create a game they wanted to create, and in the game, they wanted someone to speak to people as they come into the game. So we
Okay.
created that for them. The trouble was, it's not a two-way dialogue. It's just simply they're telling you the instructions for the game. They're telling you how to play
Okay.
the game.
Got
Whereas
it.
it's a one-way dialogue. You can't
Right.
respond, and they can't answer questions intelligently. So
Right.
that's what we're working on now. That creates quite a database, as you might imagine, because who
Yeah.
knows what someone's going to come on and ask about. So that's where
Yeah.
we had to kind of turn it over to Chat GPT as a backbone for it because we needed something that had a really huge database so that
Right.
anybody could come on and ask about anything, basically. And that's what we've been testing over the last couple of weeks. We're coming in and playing with it and asking questions and seeing how it responds.
You must have a computer background to be able to do this stuff.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's
I was
crazy.
involved in punch cards when I was 16.
Oh my goodness. That's golly.
I was going
That
to a
was
business.
during the Lincoln administration, right? Or not?
Yeah, I think Washington had just served his last term there, and Lincoln was coming in, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, been
Oh
around a long
boy.
time. Been around a long time with the
That's
computers.
amazing. That's beautiful. How can we help the LG? I always get the acronym wrong, so I've
You
decided
know,
to just say the
some,
LG community, but I'm implying all of the groups. How
and
can we help your? I know you have the marketplace on the web. I signed up for that about 6 months ago, of course,
the what
and
now?
I know the marketplace.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the app, of course.
Hmm.
Uh, how can we support you? What can we do to get the word out? What do you need from the public? Uh, how can we help?
Okay, a couple of things I want to say. This is going to sound kind of strange, but somebody has to make a movement somewhere along the line. And I might not be the guy, but I'll start with this word.
Okay.
100 years ago, and we'll go back to 1990, and we'll go back 100 years from there, 1890.
Right.
If you think about the 1890s, they were the gay, they were the gay 90s. Okay,
Right.
that
Right. Right.
you know,
Right.
there was nothing wrong with gay in 1890. In fact, just the
Right.
opposite. If you were gay, it meant you were probably doing pretty well in life, pretty
Right.
happy, had some money
Right.
about you, probably had a girlfriend,
Right.
might have had
Right.
a carriage to ride around in.
Right.
It was a gay 90s and people were happy.
Yeah. Yes.
Then came the roaring 20s, and we kind of went into from there. So here's my point.
Right.
Here's my point. You ask, what can you do? First of all, we can all lighten up just a bit. As I indicated earlier, everybody wants to lean left, everybody wants to lean right.
Yeah.
And,
It's so divisive,
and
divisive.
today, gay kind of has a negative term connotation
Yeah.
almost. It's
Yeah.
like it's ugly, it's sexual, it's
Yeah.
all this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you ask, what can we do? Let's get back to the basics. Let's get back
Okay.
to don't lean left, don't read right, lean right, shoot right down the middle. Shoot
Yeah.
right down the middle. Everything you do in life.
Yeah.
Keep even harmony. Keep even.
Especially with other humans, we do not treat each other very well at all, which
Just take it
I'm kind
easy.
of discouraged, of course, about what's going on in the world. And I loved Harris's theme of joy and all that stuff. I don't always vote Democrat, but I lean Democrat certainly, but I don't always vote that way. It depends on who's in and what they're promising. But the situation in the United States right now is really bad. Our democracy is being threatened in my not to get political, but in my view. So it's
Well, I think it was
it,
really divisive this last time. I mean, it was more divisive this last time than it ever been. I think it has been in
yeah,
decades.
ever been for decades at least. Yeah.
And that's why I say I think that your question to me was, what can we do to help you build?
Yes. Yes.
One thing you could do to help all the people, and there's two things I was going to say. One is, don't worry about LGBTQ. Let's go back to the gay 90s. Let's go back to
Okay.
the gay folks are okay. They dress a
Yeah.
little different. They dress a little different. They talk a little different. Their hair is a little different. But those gay folks
Yeah.
are okay. Moving
Yeah.
on, and then move
Yeah.
on.
Very. Yeah. That's. And
It,
what do you think we can do to implement that? Can you give us like a go out and smile at somebody once a day or something? Can we,
it's going to be tough. It's
what
going to be
can regular folks do to make the world a little better in that regard?
it's going to be tough, Mark. And here's the reason why. A lot of folks aren't homophobic or racist by nature, synthetically. In other words, they weren't grown organically to be this way.
Right, 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 right.
This was introduced as fertilizer. This was like
Yeah,
introduced as fertilizer
yeah.
early in
They
their
were
growth
taught.
pattern. There was
Yeah,
fertilizer introduced that
yeah,
got them to say, I don't like that person, and I don't like that person, and hey, that
yeah,
person looks pretty scary. We don't need to do that. The Disney
yeah,
cartoons, one of the beautiful things about the Disney cartoons, if you think way back to Disney cartoons, is
yeah, yeah,
Walt Disney has troop traveled all over the world. And one of the things you saw in the Disney cartoons was a trip to Mexico and
yeah,
a trip to the old castles of Spain. And now here's the one thing I'll remember, and you probably remember about the Disney cartoons too. He had a little bit of a bias, Walt Disney did.
yeah, yeah.
It was against the oil barons of the Middle East, okay, back then.
Right, right.
And if you ever saw the people, the sheiks from the Middle East on these Disney cartoons, there are some
Oh,
nefarious characters sneaking around in the
yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? Everybody
Yep.
else, the
No,
Mexican
there,
guy was
yeah,
happy, the Spanish guy was
yeah.
happy,
No,
the Swedish guy.
everybody else, that was the prejudice. Yeah,
So I mean, it's kind of built into our society that from an early age we're taught kind of this guy's good and this guy's bad. And I think
Right.
that's what we got to shake is you can't just look at someone and say they're good or bad. You got to get to know
Yeah.
them. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's the read the book, by the cover theory. There's
Yeah.
too many
Yeah.
books out there, too many covers for us to start
Yeah.
judging them.
Yeah. No, it's true. And it's the world's becoming more complex every day. I mean,
Hmm?
it's anyway. So I don't know what else to tell you, Bill, today. You have anything else? Why don't you give us your phone number? I should have asked for it right up front, or whatever contact information you want to give out.
I appreciate that, Mark. Thanks. That's a good idea. I think we're about to wrap it up here. We got a few more minutes left here, just a few more.
Yeah, we can wrap pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I appreciate the opportunity to give us some information. It's pretty simple. We are the app.one. Now, I want to clarify, it's not the app.com, it's not the app.org, not the app.net.
Right. Right. Right.
We are the app.one. It's easy to remember, we are the one. We're
Yes.
when it comes to the
Okay.
app, we are the one. So
Right.
we chose that name on purpose. We are the app.one. And to simplify matters for you, you can reach me at bill at the app.one. Oh, complicated there. Or you can call
Okay.
me, you can call me at 1-855 the app one.
Oh, okay. I
Try to
didn't
make it so
remember. I didn't remember that. I remembered it as LGBTQIA.one, but it's really the app, like THEAPP.one.
well, one. There's no dot in a telephone number, so it's the app one is
Oh,
our
but
telephone.
I mean on the application on the
On the
app.
application, on the website, it's bill at theapp.one. Yes, sir. The app.one. Yep.
Wow, I didn't remember that. That's good. Okay, give us the phone number again.
1-855 the app one. It's
Okay.
1-855 THEAPP one, or email address is bill at theapp, THEAPP.one. And of
Okay.
course, our website itself is theapp.one. So we
Very
pretty well
nice.
got that app thing covered.
I think so. Well, you're absolutely lovely, and I care about you a lot, and I worry about you because I know you live in Phoenix, and don't you live in Phoenix? You're in Phoenix, right?
Yep.
I lived there for a while, and I know it's
Hot.
I won't go into detail, but you know what I mean. All right, folks, we're out of here. This has been our lovely friend Bill Thompson,
Thank you, Mark.
and
Appreciate
he's
it.
trying to help the LG community in the Phoenix area and around the world. And we'll see you next time.
All right.
Take care. Thanks,
Take care,
Bill.
buddy.
God
Bye.
bless you, man. All right.